Hey, and welcome to IMO in my opinion with J&M. Jonathan, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. You were asking me after the show 2 weeks ago, what was on my mind? I wasn't myself.
You were a little out of it.
Well, the truth is, I had a lot of things on my mind, and top of the list was how I could be friends with somebody that doesn't think Mariah Carey is the best singer of all time.
Oh my God!
Like, I swear on everything.
Mariah Carey is not the greatest singer of all time.
Dude, I was listening to one of her songs that would be on the top of the billboards right now for the next generation. And I had never heard that song. Never heard the song till the end of time or something like that. Forget, that was on the B side of her album. And it's probably one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. I even gave it one of these. You know what one of these is, right? Yeah. It's the truth.
No.
Come on.
She's a good singer. She's not a great singer. Speaking of which, we do have a very talented person here on set with us today. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello. I am Ana Santos. I'm an actress.
Yes, you are.
And
You're
I got invited by these two amazing men that are near me right now.
Amazing is a little much.
Okay, well then let's take a nitch down.
And you're a theater actor.
I am a theater actress.
That to me blows my mind. Like that's so tough for me to like even think about doing. I mean, and I'm an actor, but I'm a film actor. Stage just scares me. Like, how do you do that? Like, what made you want to do that?
I don't know. I think that my parents didn't want me to do it.
Really?
Oh, that's always a great catalyst for you to start doing something. If your parents don't want you to do it,
you know what? You know what? That's not a bad. That kind of makes people do things. You know, just it makes you go after your dreams, especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like I was always that curious kid. Like they tell you no, don't play with this. I want to know why.
I know you were. That's why you got a lot of ass whoopings in church.
I did get a lot of butt whoopings.
Me too.
My first play was in church.
Was it?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I was an angel.
You were an angel?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. A nativity scene para el 25 de diciembre, tú sabes que siempre hacen esas cosas de Navidad.
Manatán, ¿tú hablas español hoy?
We're going to be jumping.
And we'll see.
Oh, we will see. Okay.
I think we got to remember that half our listeners are from overseas. So,
back to your story. Where did you start? Where did you start? Besides the church thing.
Okay. School. I was in high school in Puerto Rico, and we have a English class. That's when I learned my broken English. And we did a play, and we wrote that play. And then I started falling in love with it. But I wanted to be a doctor.
You went from.
So I know. I enter.
Well, you could play a doctor.
I can play a doctor. That's the beauty of theater. You can do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
But then I went to La Casita de Histriones. That is the small theater at the University of Puerto Rico in Calle.
Okay.
And I fell in love with the plays, and they were doing auditions, and I'm like, I want to try. And I try, and guess what? I get it.
You got it?
Yeah. And with that play, we went out. We went to France. We went to a few festivals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's awesome.
It was good.
So you were just good from the beginning?
No. No, I was not. And it's a few things that I don't even talk about.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about your struggles and what was hard about it and how you overcame it.
Some acting that we don't mention, especially on film.
You gotta mention. Come
on. So did you take like acting classes or anything of that nature?
Yes, I did. I did in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
My professor, Rafael Fuentes, he was one of my inspirations at that time.
Okay.
And yep, I did 2 classes.
Did 2 classes?
College, yeah.
College? Okay, that's awesome.
And it was fun. It was good. I studied music there too. And then when I moved to Chicago, I started meeting people like you guys.
That's
giving me
awesome.
opportunities.
You know, it always boggles my mind why people from Puerto Rico move to Chicago, or anybody from the Caribbean moves to Chicago. It's like so cold.
It is.
Why?
Cold.
But I
why
think,
do we do it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think it all depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to be an actor, right? You can't be in certain cities, small cities.
She could have gone to LA. LA's
no. I agree. But we're talking about why would you leave Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. I'm gonna guess doesn't have the biggest cinema, film, or theater productions in the world. They probably have some, but they don't have many. So you have to move to where the auditions are going to be, where more people are going to be looking. You know, Chicago's not even that big for it either, especially for film. Like, you know, Atlanta has more film opportunities than we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Chicago has a little bit of everything. Yeah. Chicago has a little bit of music, has a little bit of film, a little bit of stage, has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think Chicago is, and it opens door for you to go outside of the city. My reason to come here was not even theater. I just got married, moved here 2 years after we separate. And then I started doing theater again. Well, actually, music first with David Hernandez. By the way, David Hernandez was the first Latino to publish here in Chicago. So I need to mention that. Poetry, by the way. But my reason was not specifically because of the arts. But once I got here, I got a lot of opportunities. Some of them worked out for me. Some of them, didn't. I think like everything. And I'm very grateful to be here. And it opens for me to go other places and share the arts with other people. That's
awesome. And I think that's, that's the beauty of it. Like I admire that, because it's like, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I want to do. I even do that like with this, with this podcast. Yeah, we're small. I mean, even though we're moving up in subscribers, let's get that straight, but whatever. We're small, but I wanted this to be, something where, people can come and give their opinions. And then if we have a struggle, if you have a struggle, maybe I don't, then maybe I can give you a pointer or whatever. I wanted it to be something where we can, just help each other out. I've always been that way. Even when it comes to film, like most of my friends, John knows, that are in filming, one of the last things I tell them before they leave is like, if you need anything from me, you need help filming something, I got gear or whatever, let me know. Yeah. Because I'm all about helping. And I think you said something important, and it's helping each other. Why? Especially in the arts. I think we all struggle somehow. I don't do arts full time. I have my regular job, my 9 to 5. As do we all have our 9 to 5.
Exactly. But we don't do this as a full time. We wish to do this as a full time. But when we have, and we can relate with others, and we have that support between artists, and we can fusion the arts.
Absolutely.
It's not just, enajenando all the arts and put it in separate buckets. No, it's to put them sometimes together and work together. I think we can make better things and to find more jobs.
Absolutely. Jonathan.
She's Puerto Rican because she just said a word that I've probably never heard before. And I'm pretty good. Like, I understand Spanish perfectly.
But okay, so you're working at the studio. I mean, the theater right here down the street, right?
Yes, exactly. Right here in this community. It's called Aguijón Theater. Mm-hmm. I have been there, I will say 7 years. And Aguijón Theater is the first or one of the first Latino theaters to open here in Chicago.
I did read about that place.
32, it's going to be 33 years. And doing just theater in Spanish with super titles. You can read everything in English on the top, but
Jonathan, that's for you.
And Jonathan, I have news for you. We have a show coming up.
And you're probably going to go. And you're going to watch it with me.
Okay.
Cool. I'm down. You like stage shows? You like stage shows?
You know what?
Have you ever been to one?
I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but when I do go, on the rare occasions, I like it. But I don't like. I don't know. I rarely go.
You need to get out more.
Yeah, I do.
You need to get out more.
I don't get out.
You need to experience things.
Needs to leave the gym and Burger King.
Leave the gym and Burger King for a day. It'll be all right.
That was a mistake talking about that.
But whenever we get out.
But I don't know. I find stage acting so interesting because it's so much like, and you can tell because the way you move right now, even when you're moving around here, like it's so much body. It's so much more than film acting, because film acting is very bland and nothing. In a way, because if you really think about it, 90% of movies and films that you watch, they're all close-ups or mid-shots, and you see from here to here, and you kind of got to stay in this frame, and it's just really selling it with your face and selling it with your eyes. That's film acting. Stage acting is you got to be expressive. You got to be big. You got to, you got to sell it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my problem because I'm an open person. I'm very open, and I'm a charlatan, and I mess around and whatever. But I think when it comes to live performances, that we've talked about this a few times, I don't know. To me, it's just like, cut. Can we do it again? No, we're live. Oh,
yeah, and that's the thing, and not just that. It's the amount of rehearsals you do. That on top of that, you cannot cut in the middle of the show, the actual show.
Of course not.
Yeah, of course, right?
That's why it's live.
Like many rehearsals you have before a presentation.
So you're just trying to make it second nature, is what?
Yeah, I mean, you practicing so much. You I mean, if you mess up, it says you weren't really paying attention or doing your job right.
I think you're scared, but like she says, you'll practice it so much that it'll come right to you.
I wonder. I've always wondered if I ever were to actually, dabble in stage. I mean, I don't think so, but I don't want to say never. I don't want to say never.
It's in you. To me, it's very hard to do film.
Really?
And I have done it. Yes. And having the camera in front of you and you're talking to piece of glass, it's like, and I have to cry here? No. So it's just, to me, it doesn't come that organic that being on the stage, on the theater.
Because some people are just made for stage. Yeah. I believe that. I believe some people are made for film and some people are they just have this energy about them.
And it's two different monsters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The thing I like about music, well, I love music, but the thing I like about theater is that you have the beginning, you have the end. Like, for example, in a movie, in music, in a painting, in a book, you practically become immortal. So people is gonna read that and listen to the music and watch the movie. And how many movies we are not watching from the 50s? And that people is not with us anymore. But theater is not like that. So you start it, you rehearse it, you present it. The day of the closing is all done.
That's the best day of the year. To me, that'd be I don't know.
And it creates that sadness too. But it is like, and this is why I like it, because it's so natural. It's so us.
I think it has to feel more real, right?
Yeah.
Because it's more like when you're film acting, okay, cut, do it over, do it this way, give me a little bit of this, blah 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 blah. Like stage acting is like it's a run through an entire thing, like that has to have some, like, I think Emma said it. Like Emma, when she was here, she was saying how like she had so much adrenaline and it was like a high, and like to come down from that was like, wow, like whatever, like, and I mean, again, I've never done it. I don't know if I'm ever going to, but
chicken.
I probably, yeah. And I'm okay with saying that. I will keep my space on camera and I'm okay with that. But okay, keep going. So what projects have you been doing?
I just came from one.
You were traveling, right?
I was traveling to Cleveland. It's the first Latino theater in Cleveland is called Latinos, and we were doing La Casa de Bernardo Alba. What a name to start a theater.
I'm telling you.
It's by Federico Garcia Lorca. I don't know if you know about it, but Federico Garcia Lorca is a Spanish writer from, I think, 20s, 30s.
De los tiempos de atrás.
De los tiempos de un clásico.
Okay.
So La Casa de Bernardo Alba was presented. We were traveling. They have two actresses from Chicago. It was Nidia Castillo and me. And it was amazing, the opportunity to travel and to meet other actors, other people that is trying to put this and to try to present what is teatro en español, and presenting in a beautiful way. The pictures of the show were amazing. It was so beautiful. They used John Rivera Resto, that is a muralist in Cleveland, and I'm not joking. The guy has murals that are the length of a block.
Wow.
He's amazing. So he did a lot of the photography for the show. He directed, and it was very pretty. But to me, the most beautiful part, it was to get to know other people that is struggling like us, but have the same passion like us, just to do what they wanted to do.
That's encouraging, right?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes we think we are the only ones, but I think we are all, and after the pandemic, even worse.
Oh, yeah.
So that thing hit us really bad. But we are here. We're here.
What do you have coming down the line? Like what is
so
your next
we
project?
have La Gran Tirana. La Gran Tirana is gonna be part of the Chicago Latino Theater Festival that is running right now. It's a lot of spaces with Teatro Latino that is be presented here in Chicago. This is the 4th year for the festival, and it's a very nice space for the companies, Latino companies, to work together. And they are bringing, it's international, so it's other people right now. This weekend, a group from Dominican Republic is presenting. I want to go. So it's amazing to get to know other actors and actresses there. But our show runs that first week, the 14th. Yeah, 14, 15, 16, 17 is part of the festival. And after that is our regular season. And it's right here. You guys can go.
You know what? I passed by that place a lot when I was, I used to live on closer to Cicero, and I would come down. It's on Laramie, right?
Yep, it's on Laramie,
it's on Laramie
2707.
It's on Laramie, a little bit after Diversity.
Yep.
I know exactly where it's at.
South of Diversity. Right?
Yes, a block or two south of Diversity. Yep. I know exactly where it is.
Can you imagine a play with Dominicans?
They're no different than Puerto Ricans.
No, they talk a lot faster.
Spanish. Yeah.
Come on.
No, but this one is, I mean, it have music and everything.
But listen, I think I agree with you, because Puerto Ricans, Dominicans.
Oh, by the way, I'm married to a Dominican.
Yeah, so they talk really fast. We talk really fast. As Puerto Ricans, we talk really fast, but you can tell, like when you act,
they race.
No, yes. But when you're an actor and actress, you're trained to slow down a little bit. Like they tell us slow down.
I don't think it's in their DNA.
No, you have to because imagine trying to have like Abdul, for example. Abdul being in a film, it's like you wouldn't understand 2 words. The subtitles wouldn't be able to catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he talks so fast. But you have to, like, at some point you have to slow down because you have to be understandable and blah blah blah. But again, the theater, it's terrifying. I don't know why.
Do it once, try it, and you might be good.
First of all, I would have to book a theater show, and I don't think I'm that good. I'm not very expressive.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare was not my thing. I hated Shakespeare.
What?
Here's the thing. I couldn't understand it when I read it.
I'm hurt.
Hold on, wait. It was beautiful when I read the modern version of it.
Okay.
When I read the modern English version of it, it made sense to me. But when I tried to read the actual original,
modern English, it's Shakespeare. How could you change it from Old English to modern?
Translated. What do you mean?
No, and they
have it in the library in split, so it'll be one page the old text and one.
Instead of thou, there's a lot of yo and
sure. Yeah,
it's a lot of adaptations. Am I saying that right? Adaptations. You adapt the script. Yeah,
I wish I could understand it. Like for example, I'll give you like Patrick Stewart, right? The guy from Star Trek, the old Star Trek show. Like he loves Shakespeare, but he's British. So like when he reads it, he knows how to say it, and it sounds beautiful, and it's all that. When I try to read it, it's like, oh my God, like what am I saying? Oh my God, like it's like I can't say this stuff. It's weird, but then again, it's a beautiful story. Like I read Macbeth, right? Macbeth was a really good story. Again, I had to read the modern English version of it to understand it, but it was a great story. Yeah. Stop rolling your eyes.
Well, when we did Romeo and Juliet at the
in
theater,
Spanish?
In Spanish, it was an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. It came out really good. We did it for the Theater on the Lake. That is another.
I heard of that event before too.
A good one, man.
Yes.
And the view was amazing. The food was even better. But we have music from Queen.
Okay.
In the middle of the show, we picked. Well, no me. The director picked a bunch of songs that are very modern. Our Romeo and Juliet were wearing Converse.
That's cool.
You know, it was very
like a modern style.
Yeah. And then
okay, cool.
what happened is a lot of the youth new actors and actresses, they wanted to see it, and it creates that, you know, they just wanted to see it.
That introduction.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to shift things. Like what happened with the pandemic? We all have to shift some things to do jobs. Now we are doing theater through Zoom. I hated it though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I'll tell you what, auditioning, it made it better. Like for me to go to a place an audition in front of people, the casting director is a little more intimidating than you doing it at your house. And you can do it 100 times and get it right and send the good one, versus when you go to an audition in person, you get 1 take, 2 takes. Bye. You gotta put it on right there.
Yeah.
Versus at home, I mean, you've done auditions with me before, so it's like you could do it 100 times if you want to do it 100 times, you know. So actually, I got an audition I got to do before Tuesday. Oh, mira, se le salió en español. Mira ahora, mira.
It's rubbing off. Yeah, it's rubbing off.
It's rubbing off.
Le salió en español.
Ahí está.
By the way, you gotta help me move.
Did you sign? Are you official?
Just
official tissue
next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
You have a new house?
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Oh.
That's good.
Congratulations.
I hate milk.
Speaking of which, since we're all Puerto Ricans here, right? Are you fully Puerto Rican or something else?
I am fully Puerto Rican.
Fully Puerto Rican. Jonathan, we went to go eat somewhere. We're not gonna put no names to this restaurant, right? We went last week to go eat a steak. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And we had a little experience.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this story.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to this steak place in Glenview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I understand and I fully accept that I look like a typical Hispanic bad guy gangbanger. I get it. That's what I get on my auditions all the time. I get it. I understand. He does not.
No.
He looks like someone who should be working at your local Chase Bank. So we go, we tip, table for 2, whatever. And we start walking through the restaurant. Really nice restaurant. It's really big.
Yeah.
Right. We start walking and then we start going towards the back to the back.
The dark corridors and alleyways.
We start seeing the kitchen and all this.
You're reminding me of you ever see Bloodsport with Van Damme?
Yes.
When he's going to the thing the first time, he's like looking around. Oh shit, it's scary as fuck.
So we go towards the back and then we end up in this room and there's 4 tables. There's one in each corner and there's a party in the middle. The party in the middle was of like 8 people.
Yeah.
African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Then us 2 who are Hispanics and then another party that was Hispanics in the corner.
The minority room.
And I'm like, this is like the first time I think I've really experienced discrimination. And the bad thing was that there was tables open in the main room.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there were.
And they put us back there. They probably looked at me like, put him in the back.
Yeah.
Like he should be washing dishes anyways.
Like,
put him back there.
There was like a projector screen. So that's like the place where you throw the kids when you're throwing a party.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then when we left, and then on top of it, they didn't offer me dessert.
They didn't offer you dessert?
No, and I was waiting for it because I wanted to order something.
Wait, did you tell them? Did you say something?
I feel like I shouldn't have to tell a waiter if I want. They should offer.
But if you want...
No. I agree. If I wanted it, I could have said something. But I feel like I've never been to a restaurant that you pay $50 plus for a steak.
And
that they don't offer.
Yeah. They don't tell you about dessert. No. You did not deserve it. Did you eat all your food?
Everything. Every little bit.
Hungry.
And I was hungry. I was still hungry. But it was interesting. But whatever. I just wanted to bring that up because it was kind of funny. So how do you feel about Hispanics in film and theater? Do you think we need more representation? Do you think we don't have enough? What do you think?
I think it's never gonna be enough of representation. We need representation in all ethnicities.
Agreed.
I wouldn't say that it's just Latinos. I think in every ethnicity because the world is made of that. Vamos a hablar aquí del amigo.
Dale.
I never thought he was Puerto Rican.
No, nobody does.
Okay, and that's what I mean. You see, we come in every kind of shape, in every kind of color, in every kind of everything. And this is why we need to be more open to receive all kind of people because at the end of the day, as human, we all look kind of alike. I'm sorry, but you can pass as so many other ethnicities that it's not just
they told me
Latino.
They told me I could be a terrorist if I wanted to be honest, one time. It was pretty funny.
So you can pass as me to say yes, we do need more representation of every single culture that we have. Why? Because art is about that. It's about unifying people, not keeping distance. But I do think we need more Latinos and more opportunities. Equal
opportunity.
Exactly.
I think the problem. I feel like we talked about this once before too. I think it's partially our own fault that we get represented the way we do, and the opportunities that we get are usually, the same ones. So, like for example, I had an audition a couple weeks ago, Gangbanger. Typical. How many times have I auditioned for that type of role?
Several.
Bunch of times. I know I look that way, right? But I can play other things, right? I can play other things. But when they look at me, this is what they think. Why is that? Why? Because one, that's kind of how our nationality is in public. A lot of times, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans in Chicago years ago, Puerto Ricans were, one of the leading gangs in the world. I mean, in the world, in the city of Chicago. Yeah. So it's a known thing that's what we do. So in a way, that's why I'm like, it's our own fault. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
But if we want to change it, my thing is, how do we change it?
It is. Yes. But it's a no too. You know how many successful Puerto Ricans we have? We have too many successful Puerto Ricans and too many successful Latinos. And, I don't think it's more like that stereotype people.
Yeah.
Because it's more than that. It's more than that. Why they can... We have too many successful stories just to cast people in the same roles all the time. And I get it. And I get it's the behavior. I get it's part of what is going on in the city or culture. I don't know. But it's more than that. And this is why we need more representation and more equal opportunities for our race.
I think what we need to do, and again, this is why I did a short film and I did it different than what my typical. So a lot of my friends, and again, I'm not criticizing anyone who's done their short films or whatever they want to do. More power to you, and I'm happy that you do what you do. But me,
you cried.
Not that I did cry in my film, but I didn't want to do the typical, right? I didn't want to do an action, pow pow, gang, whatever. I didn't want to do that or any of that nature because I can always do that.
Yeah.
That's always there. If I want to play that role, I'm going to have that. I wanted to do something different, a different story, just to prove that we can do other things. That was my mentality.
Yeah. You know what? And talking about film, well, in the theater too, I wish to have more Latino producers that know our stories. That who's this actor? Medea?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. He became his own producer. He became his own director for a time, and now look what he's doing. And he have bring the African American community as actors for film in another different way.
He doesn't even have the one of the biggest studios in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's huge, right? It's in Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Huge.
It is
big. Yeah, I think it's awesome. But I mean, again, this is something that we have to strive to do. You know what I'm saying? I would love, I kid around that I would love to direct and do all this other stuff. But I mean, if I had an opportunity to do it, I'm doing it. Yeah. And I feel like I think we settle as Hispanics. We kind of get to a point and we say, I don't think I'm going to get higher than this. Or we look at somebody like...
I'm successful enough.
Sure. And I don't think... And I think it's not even about success to me. You know what I'm saying? People say, money's everything. Hey, you know what? I don't do this for money. I don't do this for money. I do this because it's fun.
Yeah. But that's you talking? Because I'm kind of against that. I'm going to tell you
Explain.
why. I'm going to tell you why. One of the main important things is for people to be prepared.
Absolutely.
And you cannot be giving your talent just for free.
No, of course not.
Because sometimes when you do that, mediocrity. No, mediocrity. La mediocridad.
Okay.
Becomes part of
mediocrity.
Yes, that's right? The word you're saying.
That
mediocrity.
What he just said.
Right. Go ahead.
I can pronounce that. So, it become part of what people is doing. So it's like music. You have the musician that went to school, studied that, is playing, got all his debt. He was sure to, and it comes another person that probably have not the same preparation, but the owner of the restaurant just wants to pay a few dollars because art sometimes are not seen the same way that a doctor can be seen. And when you go to college, let me tell you that what you pay to study arts, music, theater is can be as high as being in medicine.
Okay.
So you pay a lot of money. You do pay a lot of money. So after you graduate, man, no, you cannot be doing theater. You cannot be doing film. You cannot be doing music just for a few dollars.
No, I agree. I think the mentality, and I 100% agree.
Wait, what are we up to on our YouTube thing?
How much money we've made? We've made a whole like $4.
Yeah.
I'm happy for $4. I didn't think we were gonna make $2.
Yeah, but don't
or
take me
$1
wrong.
for that
Don't
matter.
take me wrong. Everybody starts
Absolutely.
somewhere.
Absolutely, and I agree with
Everybody
you.
starts somewhere. But you cannot if we as artists, we're gonna just to try to strive for that, and something is
this goes into that conversation about that studio that we talked about a few times that I'm not a fan of. You know, they shoot down Hollywood so much. Okay, so I know this place that, you know, they're indie film place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I have no problem with indie film. Okay, indie film is great. Okay, but it's not Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
The amount of money is drastically different. You're not gonna get rich being an indie film star. It's not gonna happen for you. I mean, you can make money, but you're not gonna make a lot of money. It's like you're making pennies on the dollar compared to but you want to, like, for me, I'll do indie film.
Mm-hmm.
I got no problem doing indie film.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal is not to do indie film. My goal is to be where Hollywood is, where the big actors go. That's my goal. My goal is ZAG. That's my goal.
And if you have to start
or SAG, sorry, it's SAG, not ZAG. Okay. Sorry, SAG.
By starting with the indie film, I do like indie film, by the way. But by starting with indie film is a good jump.
Correct.
And practice
Correct.
To go where you want to go. The thing is, people needs to have goals.
Yes.
And in this, you need to have goals. And my experience sometimes is people take a little bit of, or they think they can act and they jump into the stage. And it's, mi gente, being an actor is not just pressing a button and start acting. So you need to prepare yourself.
Believe me, I understand you 100%. No, don't get me wrong. I think there are some people that can literally wake up tomorrow and they'll be great.
Yeah,
there's probably
there's
a few, but just because you are an exception does not make you the rule. Mm-hmm. For the majority of people, we have to work at this.
Yeah,
like, and this is hard.
It's a lot of work. Exactly,
this is hard, John. You know, I mean, you don't act, but I mean, you see what I try to do and all the bullshit.
She was under the assumption that I was an actor too. I'm not.
No, she's not.
I know. When I say mi gente, I mean like everybody.
But he understands. He understands. He's my best friend. So like since I started my journey of wanting this crazy idea of wanting to be an actor, you know, he's been there and he sees, you know, and he listens to me. Mm-hmm. Mind you, why he's my best friend, right? So like the concepts that go in my head and how we break down stuff, like sometimes he'll help me with scenes, like, hey, maybe we should do it this way. What if he's doing this or whatever, you know, because it's just auditions, but it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's difficult. And like, even if it's one freaking line, mm-hmm. it is difficult. And I find one-liners to be even more difficult than any of them because you have no idea what's going on. Mm-hmm. What's going on in this scene. So like I got to do an audition. It's a one-liner and literally there's the mayor says a line. I say his name. The mayor says a line. That's it.
So you got no context whatsoever.
Nothing. I'm a cop.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I'm a cop. Yeah. So I'm assuming he did something. I'm going to play it like he did something wrong and I'm coming to pick him up. But you got to create all this stuff in your head. Yep. You got to be creative and adapt. Like, okay, what might be going on here?
Yeah.
You know?
No, you do. It is very, especially when you have to practically sight read everything. Yes. That you don't know anything about the scene and they give it to you and it's like, and you're not improvising because you have the words right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is very hard. It takes a lot of time. And I think this is why I get so passionate when I feel people do not respect this. the way it should be respected.
Agreed.
Because we do work very, very hard.
Well, can you tell this bozo to stop saying, "Oh, why don't you try to act"? I've never taken a class before. I've never
said
any
hold on.
preparation. So he goes, "Oh, why don't
just
you
because
try
we take something? Listen,
because
you
just heard her.
Listen,
I'm having fun.
Just because you have to take it serious doesn't mean you shouldn't try to do it. Maybe you might find something. You might find some fun in it, and you can put some attention to it. But you've never tried it. I didn't know. I started acting a year and a half ago? Maybe less, probably.
I think less.
I mean, and how old am I? And how many years did I not do it where I could have? And I didn't. Until now. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. Why not? Maybe I'm not good at it. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm going to take classes. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to learn and I'm going to try it.
And that's the thing. It's three types of it. I know people that is born with the talent.
Absolutely.
And they haven't taken a class. Or maybe 1-2 classes. But they're so fucking good. Like, they're amazing. I don't know if I got that.
I hate those people.
I know.
Want me to bleep? Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
It
was a little too late.
I cannot have my daughter listen. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like Jack Black is one of them.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot
he
of
could
people.
Probably do theater, film.
It's like, okay,
act on the side of
even
the
there's
street.
even I think goofy people are the ones that are kind of really natural to it. Like, to me, Jim Carrey's just naturally, like, he probably never took or had to take, he probably took classes, but he probably didn't have to, in the sense of he can express himself.
Yeah, he was part of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he just knew how to express himself. Even to this day, he's like, you know, I don't know if you saw that interview he had not super long ago where he was like, Jim Carrey's some character I play, you know, whatever. He was like playing like he was in third person. I'm like, this guy's amazing. He's not even getting paid to do this interview. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, some people are just born with it. But I do think that acting takes.
It takes a lot.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. You and this Arnold Schwarzenegger thing.
Wait a second. This is my second. You just mentioned 2 of my crushes.
You have a crush on Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I used to.
Oh my God.
Club,
well, he's not a bad looking guy.
Oh, man.
He's not a bad
Remember
looking
Commando?
Guy. Yeah, I
movie?
remember.
Oh my God, that scene.
He wasn't. He's not a bad looking guy.
No.
Well, I don't think he's amazing, but I mean, he wasn't a bad looking guy.
When I saw him the first time was in Commando, and I remember and the other one that he was an alien. What's that movie?
Predator.
No, man. What is the other one?
He was an alien? He was an alien? He was killing an alien.
He was killing an alien,
Predator.
but he was an alien. Oh my God, that the other one melt.
Terminator.
Yes.
Oh, he's a robot. He was a robot. He's a robot. Okay.
He looked amazing. And Jean-Claude Van Damme. When you mentioned the movie, I was like, oh God, yes. Anyways,
that scene where he's with the lady, and then in the morning he gets up and he gives her that little wink.
Oh God.
Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Enough about Arnold Schwarzenegger. The thing is, the argument we always have with Arnold Schwarzenegger is that is he a good actor?
At that time, with Dios mío. With him happened the same that is happening right now with Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my God! No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, you know.
Of course, he's the same person.
He's a copycat.
No. Wait, Dwayne Johnson is not a copycat. That's my other crush.
They're the same. They're the exact same character. They're the same type of actor. They're both action stars. Yep. They're good looking. They got physiques.
The Rock is good.
I mean, a lot of girls would go with that man. Let me tell you,
because of his money.
No. Even before he was rich, when he was in wrestling, girls were going crazy for him. When he still had hair back in the day.
Well, he have charisma.
Yes, he does, and I think that's what sells. And Arnold Schwarzenegger has charisma.
Yep.
He's not a great. Neither is The Rock. I don't think The Rock is a great actor either. Yeah. But he does well enough, and his charisma, his figure, his stature, all of that serves his purpose. Same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's all I've said.
If you're a big actor, you got to have some type of charisma, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You got to have something that people want to look at. You know, remember that in film, you see this much. What's going to keep someone looking at you in a film? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what you have to develop or show through your eyes and all that. Like, certain actors are really good at that. Johnny Depp's really good at that. Like, Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Don't ever mention
Charisma.
Brie Larson in my presence ever again. Same thing with like to me, Russell Crowe. He's another one. Like you look at him. Heath Ledger when he was still alive. You just look at him. You can't stop looking at him. You know, Keanu Reeves to an extent. Like you looking at him and it's like, why am I still looking at him?
Keanu Reeves.
I know. I'm just saying him too. I'm just saying he's to a lesser extent because he's but he's really good. But like he's one of those characters that you just. Why am I still looking at him? Like I'm just I can't stop looking at him.
Yep.
He's one of those. You know, and some actors like that. The Rock has that kind of thing, but you just want to look at him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think he is the most amazing actor, but I have seen almost all his movies for a few reasons besides his muscles. More than that, you know, he has that charisma. He has something, and and when he's with I have amnesia today.
When he's with which movie?
The other actor.
He's always with another actor. The Morenito.
Oh my God.
Kevin Hart.
When he's with Kevin Hart,
he's funny.
Man, those movies are the bomb.
Yeah.
When I know they're gonna be together,
you gotta watch it. Yeah, you gotta watch it
because Kevin Hart is funny, and Kevin Hart, I like Kevin Hart. Like I think he have his thing.
He has his appeal.
Yeah.
He has his appeal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's everything
him.
and the funny thing is that he's a short guy, right? In the whole night, but that's what makes him appealing is that he's short and all this, and he's funny, and he's.
Same that happened with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was
Danny DeVito and the twins.
So it's
but Danny DeVito had talent, a lot of talent.
Yes.
Danny DeVito had a lot of talent.
Kevin Hart too. I think Kevin Hart is
not the same. As, Danny DeVito is he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's funny.
He's pretty good. So who's your favorite actor?
Favorite actor
or actress?
Or actress.
You know what? I do like a lot.
Hispanic.
Denzel Washington.
He's good.
I admire him a lot. Denzel Washington. Viola Davis.
Yes, she's good too.
She is the bomb.
Very underrated actress.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let me take that back. She's very okay. So I saw a post. Let me talk about this one post because it kind of got on my nerves. So the post was kind of saying, they were comparing like. This might be a little racy, but they were comparing like white actors to Viola Davis, and Viola Davis being as good as she is, right? My thing is Viola Davis, she's really freaking good, right? In every role, the only role I didn't like her in was in the one for Suicide Squad. I feel like she's too good to be in that kind of movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think she did pretty good, but I think she looks really she looks like the character that she was playing. But she's too good to be in a stupid movie like that, in my opinion. She's more serious. She needs more, more story, because she's that good. But they were saying, why doesn't anybody talk about Viola Davis? And they talk about characters like Russell Crowe or whoever. I'm like, well, here's the thing. There's levels. There's levels to things. Like, is Viola Davis on the same level as Denzel Washington? Maybe, maybe not. She's great. But Denzel Washington is in a level on his own. There's few actors that are on a level on their own.
Yeah, but remember, Viola Davis will never do what Denzel does, and he will never be able to do what she does because it's too different.
Absolutely. Gender.
They're playing two different things. I do think if you compare her to white actresses, I don't think they have them in the same pedestal. And I do feel she should be
like they have white actresses higher than her.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular that comes to mind?
And I'm thinking of her name right now because I do like her a lot. She was in, oh my God, with this one with Johnny Depp. I can't believe I forgot her name. I have amnesia today.
Okay, the British girl?
She's from the United States. Oh my God. I remember reading about her that in her first audition, they told her no because they thought she was not pretty. And she came and she did it. Oh my God.
Wait, who was the
actor?
actor?
Can I Google this?
Yeah, sure.
It's Viola Davis and somebody else.
Yeah, let me.
What kind of movie was it?
No.
A drama?
Yeah, she does a lot of drama. Oh my God. This is not good.
I don't know. Like I said, Viola Davis, to me is an amazing actress. She's
amazing.
An amazing actress. Amazing. I mean, have you seen a lot of stuff that she's been in?
Meryl Streep.
Oh my God.
So yeah, okay, let's talk about two strokes. So yeah, and I get so Meryl Streep have been doing film for
she's a legend.
Yeah, exactly. She's a master. I do adore her work. Everything she does is great. But Viola Davis is right in there too.
I can say that. I can agree with you. And then it becomes obviously, what was the name we just said? Holy crap. Meryl Streep. She's done more, right? Now, mind you, obviously she's been doing film for longer.
She's like a Hollywood royalty now.
Yeah.
She's been doing it for so long.
She's been doing it for so long. So, I mean, it becomes I agree with you. They're both equally talented. I don't know why you would take one over the other. It's tough. That one's hard. That's hard. That's hard. And if you were to tell me, oh, you're gonna give Brie Larson over Viola Davis, then we have a problem. There is a problem. I mean, I don't have a personal problem with Brie Larson. I just think she can't act that great, but that's just me. Yeah. But Viola Davis she's amazing. Off the chain. It's almost like, and then again, she's an actress that a lot of people don't really, who she is, but you don't, that's not the person you go to see. And that's maybe might be the problem.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Because normally, let's say if it's her and Denzel, people go to see Denzel and not see her when she deserves just as much. Yeah. Because she's that good.
Unless you saw them in Fences.
Good point. It's like with me and Gary Oldman. You know who Gary Oldman is?
Of course.
Aha!
And he's an amazing. Gary Oldman, it's another one that can play practically anything.
Este tipo.
¿No te gusta?
Este tipo cree que es una porquería.
No, I don't. That's not true.
O cree que Arnold Schwarzenegger mejor que él. Él piensa.
I just laugh because when he says, "Oh, Gary Oldman is my favorite actor," nobody really knows who he is. Like, you know him by face. You don't. He's know
like
him by
Viola
name.
Davis, in the sense of you never go to a movie to see Gary Oldman. You normally go see the main actor, and he's just as good behind the main actor.
And then you realize when you see the movie, holy shit, he killed that part.
Like I was watching. You ever watch Child 41?
Nope.
I don't know if it was like a Netflix thing or whatever. I happened to find it and I was watching it. It's with Tom Hardy and Gary Oldman, and I forget who the girl is. Whatever. As little of a role that Gary Oldman has. Listen,
I forgot who the girl was.
I forget her name. She kind of looks like Ryder. Wasn't
Winona Ryder?
Kind of looks like her, but it may or may not be her.
Beetlejuice.
But as small of a part that Gary Oldman has, he's a general, right, in the film. Even you can feel in every scene he's in, you feel something from him, right, and that's what makes them great. It's the same thing with Viola Davis. You feel something every time they're on the screen. Heath Ledger was the same thing. When he played that Joker part, you felt something at every moment that man was on the screen.
Yeah,
you felt something. You can't tell me you didn't. Maybe the same thing with the one you like with Joaquin Phoenix.
I love Joaquin Phoenix in El Joker. You didn't like it either?
He loved it. He thinks.
I thought that was.
Pero este cree que él es mejor que Heath Ledger.
They are two different Jokers. You cannot put them in the same, because
I told him that.
Because the Joker.
If you switch parts, they wouldn't have done as well.
No, exactly. I agree with you, because it's totally two different. The one with Ledger, it was just the same idea of the Batman movies or the Batman stories, but the Joker of Joaquin Phoenix, it was the humanity of the character that is no play. I haven't never seen that before.
Well, we've never seen anyone do a film like that before, where the bad guy is the hero.
Exactly,
it's rare, and it was done very well.
No, oh my God,
very well.
Entirely
More
the script and the film, but Joaquin Phoenix
the
was
style,
amazing.
Everything looked good for that movie.
You identify so many times. I identify with him a few times.
My only argument with that is that we really don't know what Heath Ledger's story for that character would have been. Because just if you look at the movie and you use the so-called stories he told people, right? With the one about his wife or whatever, grab that and put it on the screen and make it rated R, because his movies were not rated R, because that adds a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it would have been pretty damn good with Heath Ledger. I think they will. Excuse me. I think they both would have been able to do just as good.
Nope.
In both films.
Nope.
If you swap them, you give them time, they will do both. I think.
You say Heath Ledger, I think about
Brokeback Mountain.
10 Things I Hate About You. That really old like teen movie.
God.
You
have no respect for talent.
No, not really.
No,
but yeah, you want to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Greatest talent ever.
Oh God, the best thing he ever did again is Terminator. That's it.
Commando.
Commando.
I haven't been watching movies anyways. I've been watching Squid Games.
Oh my God, my students are talking about that all the time.
Because it's amazing.
I want to see it.
I don't really watch TV too much anymore.
Oh, Netflix.
I'm trying to watch movies is what I'm trying to do.
No, but the Squid Games seems like I haven't seen it. I want to see it, but every time I want to see it, my daughter is next to me, and I feel it's too.
I watch it with my kids.
How old are your kids?
Not old enough to be watching it.
Oh, you see?
Like 10, 9, and 6.
It took you that long to figure that out.
Older.
Come on, man.
Because their birthdays are like
understood.
Camden's
but
birthday today, so I kind of forget.
I feel like, and you're here, you're here. You could have took the day off.
Come. It's my son's birthday.
And you could have went on our app and apply and just requested the day off, and I would have approved it.
Oh, we have that?
No, okay. I just wanted to seem like we did.
Think we did.
That's all. I don't know. It's crazy to talk about films. I could talk about films all day.
Happy birthday, Axel, by the way.
Happy birthday. Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's your favorite? Oh, you didn't finish. You had a couple more, right? So you said
no. I think those
Denzel Washington,
Meryl Streep. I would put it there too.
Viola Davis.
Yeah. We'll leave it. And Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my God.
Well, I have specific reasons why I like.
No Hispanics. You're part of the problem.
Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on. Time out.
We're talking about.
There isn't many.
Jennifer Lopez.
No, but then
she's not even that great.
Jennifer Lopez.
If we're gonna jump there, then you have Penelope Cruz.
Okay,
I do think Penelope is good.
Jennifer Lopez is not that great.
Selena? No.
That was probably her big. I mean, what else did she do?
No, I'm just kidding.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro. Sí.
But he doesn't come out in a lot of stuff anymore either.
But he does good. I think he's producing. I think more.
Yeah.
Julia.
What were those commercials he was doing? What was that product he was selling a lot? Was he selling like a beer?
Doing commercials.
No, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of somebody else then. And he's Puerto Rican, uglier looking dude. He does. He would do.
Benicio del Toro.
Wasn't it like
I'm gonna show you a picture of Benicio.
Yeah, I feel like he was doing it was like a beer commercial or a liquor commercial or something. Let me see. I want to feel stupid right now. I do really want to feel stupid.
I don't think you're thinking about the right.
Yeah, him. He was doing some commercials. Like Google him in commercials and see what pops up. I feel like he has like a commercial for something where he's kind of like sticking in
Tecate Light?
Heineken? Is it Heineken?
Yes.
See, I was right. It was like Heineken or something. It was like some beer commercial, and it was like he'll just sit there and he'll just be drinking, and then somebody like
that's random.
No, that's really what I really remember him recently, because I haven't seen him in much of anything.
Crazy.
But there isn't too many mainstream Puerto Rican actors right now.
No, well, Rosalind Sanchez was doing a good job. I don't know what happened with her, but I like Rosalind Sanchez, and she started from the bottom, starting dancing and end up in Hollywood.
I mean, our most famous actor right now is Bad Bunny, because he's gonna be on a fucking.
Okay, we can change this.
Oh, you want to talk about Bad Bunny? Nice.
Okay, we can talk about Bad Bunny and Yo Me Visto Así, but.
I mean, he's our most famous Puerto Rican right now.
I can't wait to see the movie.
He's the most famous Puerto Rican export right now.
He's
for sure.
He's one of the 100%. Most famous Puerto Ricans ever right now.
Why do you say acting?
Because he's in a TV show.
Gonna be, yeah.
It's like he's a cop or something, or it's like a gang thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like a gang. He's part of the gang, or he's part of the cop.
I don't know.
I don't see him as a cop.
He looks funny on the TV. He looks funny either way.
Talking about someone with charisma, Bad Bunny.
Oh, agreed.
Ooh, dude, that kid have a lot of charisma.
Sometimes he's embarrassing.
Very.
Like, oh my God. I like Bad Bunny. I like it. I listen to his music. I like his style. His style of music. His lyrics. La lírica que tiene está tremenda. Pero el tipo, un poco, desgraciado, tú sabes, pero tú sabes, eso es lo que pega ahora.
Eso es cierto.
Pero he's an embarrassment sometimes. Like one of the most embarrassing things I think he's done. He won an award one time. This was like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. He won an award. And he goes up there y está vestido todo tirado. Todo el mundo está con su y cuanta cosa, right? Y está todo tirado. And he goes up there con un vaso plástico tomando, right?
Red cup?
I don't know. But I'm like, bro, you're in a very nice place.
Yeah.
Put the drink down. Go get your award. Y ahí se para, ahí está, bla, 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 bla. Y después dice, esta cosa apesta. Y yo, really, bro? That's how you represent us, bro? Like, come on, man. I mean, I love his lyrics. He's a funny guy. He's really funny. He's really slick with it, with what he does. But, bro.
He's smart.
Bro.
Yeah.
You couldn't save that until you got behind the scene and be like, hey, maybe they should change the pop filter.
That's like something for the, I don't know.
The blooper reel, bro. Like, that's not even, come on. But whatever. Nonetheless, he's really good.
Awards or
he's really good. I think he's very creative with his lyrics.
Funny. I think so. Es la Residente. Residente, I do like Residente more.
Residente.
I think his lyrics have more
punch.
They're heavier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said more than Bad Bunny's lyrics. But
Bad Bunny lo que está pegado.
Está pegado. Yeah. To me, and I don't know if I'm gonna say this right or not, but to me, Residente's lyrics are smarter than Bad Bunny's lyrics.
Calle 13 es bien. Ese cabrón, sí.
Ese último de Residente, el último.
Don Omar.
No, ese no.
Pero ese es para la discoteca.
Yeah, I was happy to see Don Omar, but that was like going back to college. Pejear, tú sabes.
Yeah, ya tú sabes.
Ahí
está.
Pero el último que él hizo Residente, el que salió el vinyl.
Es que se estaba.
Que es un documental.
Que estaba caminando hablando de su vida y que se quería matar y cuántas cosas.
No.
Se llama René.
No, ese está cabrón.
No, está bien. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
No,
espérate.
El pipi.
Ahí va. Ahí va.
Nobody's watching.
No, aquí se puede decir lo que tú quieras. Dale.
Ok, cool. So, el Residente se llama el disco.
Ajá.
Que se fue a muchos países y empezó a grabar. He started recording con
música diferente y cuánta cosa.
He did so much fusion. He have one Guerra.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that song is amazing. The video is amazing. The lyrics are. It just hurts you.
La cosa
to listen to it because
yo siempre me siento mal por Calle 13. Bueno, por Residente, porque o René, mejor dijiste René. Porque él nunca pegó bien aquí. Porque aquí lo que era aquí era puro, en la discoteca, en una esquina ahí con una muchacha. Eso era puro perreo y cuanta cosa. Y él no pegó mucho aquí. La única canción que pegó de verdad era Atrévete y ya. Pero si tú te sientas y tú escuchas y le pone mente a lo que está diciendo el tipo. That's crazy.
Even porque él tiene mucha letra que no es para nada, que habla del sandungueo and he talks about, perrear or whatever. He talks a lot about that too. He's very sexual. He's very sensual in his lyrics. But even that have something and a poet, some
see the talent.
Kind of poetic,
man.
A poetry.
Él es como, para mí, mira, los caballotes de rimar en español, para mí, es Vico sí.
Bueno, ese es el father, ese es el más grande, el papá.
Calle 13, René. Y después le tiro, para ponerle a alguien, más moderno, yo pongo Bad Bunny, porque Bad Bunny sabe jugar con las palabras.
I agree, yes.
Él es chistoso y le mete como...
Y por ahí metemos a Tego.
Oh, ya.
Porque Tego también, Tego hizo de las suyas también.
Ese tipo ese era mi tipo. Cuando yo estaba en la high school, era Don Omar, Tego y Daddy Yankee. Pues Daddy Yankee, bueno,
Es que Daddy se quedó casi siempre en la misma cosa.
Pero le salió bien porque claro, él es el más que ha pegado sí. Ahora, porque Don Omar ya no pega. Ya Don Omar porque Don Omar no quiere. I mean, él pega bien, pero él no quiere ser de esa cosa. Él claro. Más o menos se quedó por atrás.
Se retiró.
Leo Calderón, ya
it was
también.
The same thing. After high school, you didn't really
hear
much.
Lo único que se quedaron con el ritmo de hoy es Yankee y el que estaba medio gordito, que estaba bien drogado.
¿Paruco?
No, de los viejos. El que estaba con Yankee. Ay, bendito.
No me acuerdo.
Ay, bendito. ¿Cómo se llama?
Aquí estamos muy amnésicos, se nos olvida el nombre de todo el mundo.
Ay, bendito, ¿cómo se llama? Nicky Jam.
Nicky
Jam también está un poco pegado porque él se metió en el ritmo de hoy.
Se pegó bastante.
Porque él se metió en el ritmo de hoy.
Wisin y Yandel todavía.
Ellos también se pegan. Pero those are guys that adjusted to what's now. René no va a cambiar por nadie. Él hace lo de él y ya. Si no te gusta, no te lo comas.
Sometimes the best artists are the most misunderstood.
Yes,
and people
agreed.
like don't understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Or understand the type of art that they're throwing out there, but
absolutely.
They're the
and
best
that's what
ones.
happened with Bad Bunny.
Y Bad Bunny que está pegado ese tipo. Yo nunca he visto un artista pegar tan duro, tan rápido. He's everywhere. Ahora está en la TV, cada rato está con Corona, con Cheetos, con Adidas. Está por todos lados ese tipo.
I always take time to appreciate how small Puerto Rico is, but how famous like some of the people from there are. Like it's crazy.
In music, Puerto Rico has a crap ton. In music.
In a lot of things, painters, writers, songwriters. The show that I'm doing now, the show that I'm doing is written by a Dominican writer, Dr. Rey Andújar, directed by a Cuban director, Sandor Menendez, and I'm acting in the show. I'm Puerto Rican. And it's based on La Lupe, the life of La Lupe, the Cuban singer. A lot of her songs that in that one we're going to include Celia Cruz too, are written by Puerto Ricans.
Nice.
You have Rafael Hernandez, you have Tete Curé, and people doesn't know this. So we have a bunch of amazing songwriters that from a long time ago, and we're still listening to their songs.
I think we forget the culture. And I think it's a generational thing. Porque a mí el hip hop ya se me pasó hace tiempo. Yo estaba en la high school y ya no escucho eso. El reggaetón vez en cuando. Bad Bunny lo tengo por ahí. Pero lo mío en el carro es la salsa. Ay, bendito. Ponte una salsa ahí bien bonita.
And when you start looking about the history of salsa, empieza como la rumba, el son y toda la cuestión cubana, se muda a Nueva York y quienes la impulsan son los puertorriqueños. Lo mismo pasa con el reggaetón empieza en Panamá. Llega y Puerto Rico, entonces
general y cuántas cosas así, después llegó a Puerto Rico y salió Daddy Yankee, salió toda esta gente y se fue mundial, Vico sí.
So it's a lot of talent en la isla. Es mucho.
Hoy dejamos
talento.
uno, el de salsa, Marc Anthony.
Oh, Marc Anthony.
Bendito, Marc Anthony.
You guys love him.
Oh, Marc Anthony,
loves him.
Es el nene de ahí.
I think he sounds a little bit Kermit the Frog-ish.
Nah, eso no. La voz de él, mira, la voz de él is unique. Is unique and it's his tone.
Yeah, Tim and Kermit the Frog.
No.
Yes.
He's really good, man. Bit. He is really fucking good.
¿Quién prefiere, Gilbertito Santa Rosa o Marc Anthony?
Santa Rosa.
Really?
Santa Rosa.
Really? I like Marc Anthony. I've always been Marc Anthony. Marc Anthony's been the guy.
Víctor Manuel?
Marc Anthony. I like Víctor Manuel too, but Marc Anthony for me. Es que Marc Anthony tiene más...
Sandungueo.
No sandungueo, but tiene más hits. Tiene canciones que you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Víctor Manuel tiene, pero no tanta.
Yeah.
Like, en cada CD que Marc Anthony saca, hay una canción que todo el mundo siempre va a...
Yeah.
Tú la escuchas, ahí está,
y
todo el mundo
cantando.
cantando.
Yo personalmente, a mí me encanta la salsa vieja. Primero las letras eran más pesadas y obviamente el peso musical era más heavy, ¿no? Esa salsa gorda. Yo la sigo prefiriendo. Y me alegra ver que hay grupos aquí en Chicago que se están levantando en salsa y están yéndose por esa línea de la salsa vieja, no tan moderna, no tan comercial. aun cuando están vendiendo. Y me gusta ver eso, me gusta ver una generación nueva yéndose por el área de la salsa vieja, pero no le quito los méritos a Marc Anthony. Me parece que es fabuloso.
Marc Anthony es una bestia.
Sí.
Did you know that back in the day, salsa was very, very sexual? I didn't realize it until I started listening to Frankie Ruiz. Mm-hmm. And man, he's got some songs and I'm like, que una vez yo estaba en el carro.
Eddie Santiago.
Y se montó el viejo mío. Y la canción que Desnúdame otra vez o whatever. Y papi está, ¿qué está diciendo ese tipo? Esa canción está vieja. Esa también.
Lluvia.
Bro, it was so sexy at the time. It was crazy to think. I mean, it was innocent, don't get me wrong. Comparado a lo que estamos escuchando ahora.
But that's the thing. And that's what I like it about that salsa vieja is they tell you, desnúdame otra vez, o lluvia, tu beso frío como la lluvia que boca a boca fueron enfriando. Pero te lo dicen poéticamente. Ahora es, no. Desnúdate que voy para allá y para adelante y para atrás y para afuera y para adentro. O sea, es demasiado gráfico, mano. No te dan ni tiempo de... It doesn't give you an opportunity to think or to at least visualize.
Es que la mierda es que eso es lo que vende. Y es malo decirlo, pero eso es lo que vende. Porque también es lo mismo en inglés. Es lo mismo en inglés.
You like it.
No, porque yo lo escucho. Pero es lo mismo con vamos a decir, con los morenos y la música de ellos. Vamos a decir con las muchachas. Las muchachas todo lo que venden ahora es puro culo y cuanta mierda. Eso es lo que se vende. Y tú no estás hablando...
but it's sad. I feel it's sad because... And I'm not saying because I'm not... I think we all have all
You do what you do.
In my opinion.
Shameless plug.
So, but you have to... What happened with the creativity of letting the audience to think and imagine? It's like reading a book.
That they don't want to think.
I prefer.
That's the thing.
But that's sad because what happened with that when you're not able to think for your own and people have to buy for you things. You come on.
No, you lose.
So I will tell you.
That's why it's so easy to manipulate.
It's like reading a book.
Yeah.
Why would okay, some people are going to read the book. Like if you got the Jurassic Park book, for example. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to read the book, and some people are going to watch the fucking movie, right? Mm-hmm. But what's the difference? There's a lot more in the book than there is in the movie. Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to sit down and read the book. They rather sit down for 2 hours and watch a movie.
But that creative thinking goes away.
It's like the same thing with Eminem.
I have a coworker. She's a white lady. So I was like, we were talking about music, and I said, like Spanish songs, they're like, especially from the old days, they're more romantic. And there was a song, I think it was a Jerry Rivera song, and I started translating it for her. And she was like, oh my God, that's like fucking amazing. It's not like the way they're saying stuff, even with the translation, like you always lose stuff in translation. She loved it, what he was saying, the way he was saying it. You know what I mean?
It's like she says, you lose, you the days of again, and it's a laziness thing
of innuendo, right?
It's a laziness thing because it's nobody wants to sit down and think. They want it all done for you.
Sabana mojada. How did they get that way? I don't know. Rain.
Again, I use Eminem as a very big example. Boy. Reason being, because Eminem is a great writer. You know who Eminem is? Claro. He's fucking amazing, right?
Somebody writes his stuff,
No, he does not. You're crazy. That man.
He's got a
ghostwriter. Él es como René.
Muy parecido.
Son poetas. Mm-hmm. ¿Ok? Pero la gente no le gusta porque se tiene que sentar a pensar. Mm-hmm. Y la gente no quiere hacer eso. Porque la gente lo que quiere es no para tirarle cosas a Yankee, pero quieren ritmo así.
Si quieren la
de discoteca y quieren gasolina. Tú ya está.
Yeah.
You know? But la mente que tienen esa gente, yo me pongo a pensar, like, hey, yo quisiera 5 minutos hablar con esa persona. Con René, sentarme a hablar.
Sería fabuloso.
Mira, él le tiró a J Balvin un video de como de 10 minutos y ese tipo no falló ni una palabra. Aquí. Y no mistakes, no, no, this is punto. Esa mente la tiene él, brother, activa. Ese tipo está brutal.
Y cuando la tiradera con tempo.
Ay, bendito.
So
Lo mató. Si tú fuiste que me enseñaste esa canción, lo mató.
Killed him.
Ay, bendito.
That was good. That was a good time of tiraera.
Y nunca llegó una respuesta.
No, ya después del último for what? After that became the hurricane, and they were together. They worked together to bring some stuff to Puerto Rico.
A René la gente no son estúpidas, no le tiran a ese tipo.
Yeah, no, well, que le tire, you have to come with two pockets. One to give and the other one to take, because it's gonna take hard. And this is, I'm sorry that I'm cut you off. And this is where, when you ask me what topics, arts integration in schools. And
okay, I'm sorry.
No. And this is my point with this. This is perfect for that. We keep taking arts away. All kind of arts, music, theater, visual arts, outside of schools. So we're not giving them the opportunity to this new generation, because the new generation is the one that is more into that type of music where you cannot think, you don't need to think that much, right? If we keep taking those outside of schools, outside of my kids, my daughter's school, your kids.
I don't have kids. Not yet. One day.
One day your kids, hopefully they don't go through that. Then we're going to keep having this. People that wants to have everything, easy. Because arts is for that. And when I say art, I'm talking about all kind of discipline. It makes you think, but people doesn't want to see it that way. They want to see it like a hobby, like something to have. No, it's not just to have fun. It makes you think. It makes you create something. It helps you as a human, as a person, to communicate better with others, to become a better person, to connect with other people. And we are taking things away.
I feel like they always think that that's the most disposable. Mm-hmm. They got to get rid of some class. Art.
Music.
All the time.
Music
and the money is never there. Yeah. And what happened is, look around you. What the heck are you seeing? Every single thing you see is a piece of art.
You really want stupid kids. That's what you end up saying.
And then you have
I agree. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that we need to invest into. Arts is one of those things. I wish I would have had. I mean, I feel like I did, but I wish I would have had an acting class when I was in high school or whatever. Even though I think we had drama.
You did have an acting class, and you decided to skip it. Remember?
I had a film study class.
Oh, same thing.
And it was an elective, and I didn't have to go.
And you regret it now, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
I do. Go to school.
Did you took the acting class?
Oh, what acting class?
The one you should be taking?
I took a music class.
I have acting class tomorrow morning.
Here's how great Chicago is. My teacher said it was the last period.
Oh.
So he said, if I put the chairs away, I'll get an A. So I put the chairs away and I got an A.
What instrument?
I begged him. I said, can I take a trumpet home to practice? Uh-huh. And he goes, oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, you already got an A. You put the chairs back. But
that was your instrument, the chairs.
The chairs and the trumpet when I took it home.
See, Mr. Rivera,
Don't say his name. God,
he's gone already. He's probably nowhere to be found.
They're gonna take away his pension now.
Listen, Mr. Rivera was very into it when it became like Latin stuff. Like I remember he was like that in my regular band class, but when we were part of like Latin jazz band, we were part of that. Ese tipo estaba prendido y y todo esto y the instruments popped out for us.
Bacalao.
Yeah, that's how he was. I mean, it depends. Like I agree. We definitely need to put that into consideration because again, it's getting really lazy right now. But people consider art and consider music. It's like let's put some thought into this. Like I mean,
they want it spoon fed to them.
Same thing with acting. Like to me, like the fun of it is creating it.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it. Trying to come up with something. Yeah. Put your brain to work for once.
And when you put everything together, all the pieces together, the script, the direction, the actors, the music, it
comes out great.
You come with them, dancing. Yeah.
And you're in theater. I'm in film. Even when I don't get something, like remember the one I did with Joey that I put the little teardrop on my face or whatever because I needed to be a gangbanger. I didn't get it. But I felt so good about that one because I actually thought about it. I got a character that I wanted to portray. I had an idea, and you put it there, and it's like that's satisfying. That's so much satisfaction. And people, even like with the short film, same thing. You put all this thought into it and this effort, and then you see it, and you're like, crap, it looks pretty good. That's fun. That's great satisfaction. There's nothing to replace that for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I agree. We need more art because we need new stuff.
Yeah. We have to bring more actors to the school, more artists, more musicians to the schools.
Everywhere.
Definitely.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we had a very good conversation.
I did.
Jonathan, what'd you think?
Sure.
Your Spanish was great, John.
Thank you. What did I say in Spanish?
Hablo español. I don't know.
Like 4
Ay,
words?
Dios mío. Dijiste Dios mío.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mira cómo lo dice también. Lo dice tratando de ser sexy. Escúchalo.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, Dios mío.
Míralo.
Eso suena como las canciones de Frankie.
Can I cut?
Okay. You have a good time?
I did have a good time. You guys are hilarious.
We try to be. John, you got anything else for us, man?
Yeah, Sunday. Moving day.
When? What Sunday?
Next Sunday.
The other one.
Can you do it?
Not tomorrow.
No.
I mean the day after tomorrow. The other one.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Wait.
And remember
No.
to put in your
The one
calendars
after.
the show.
Oh yeah. Say it one more time for everybody.
Oh, okay. So we open on the 14th of October and we finish on the 20. Give me 1 second. Today. I hear something.
See,
Really?
suspense.
It's for
She's
you.
Oh, there we go.
She's a great actress.
There we go.
She knows about suspense, leaving you.
Not gonna focus for some reason.
I got it. Okay.
Focus.
Octubre 14, October 14 to November 21, La Gran Tirana. And that first weekend is part of the Chicago Latino Theater International Festival. And Fridays and Sundays, you have to pay for it. But if you're an educator, you have a discount. People older than certain age have discounts. Kids have discounts. But Sundays are free.
What's that?
You said if you're a podcaster, right?
Oh, I was about to say. So if you're part of the press, what do they call that? You get a press pass.
You can go on Sunday. You can go on a Sunday.
I'm just gonna get a lanyard and put this.
Do you remember?
I'm with her.
Do you remember when the Three Stooges would do that? And they'll grab the little button and it says press, and the other one says pull.
Man, I used to love the Three Stooges.
Oh my God.
That
you know
was
what?
a good one.
Those guys, if you watch, I watch that now on YouTube, and I'm like, they were amazing. They were amazing talent. Like, it's crazy that they only really did that, and they really didn't do too much after, like, movie wise or anything else. I know they did a couple, but like, they were so good at that.
Yeah,
and you can see their dedication to it.
Los tres chiflados. Chiflados.
Los tres estúpidos.
No,
Yeah.
that's
I never understood the name in English, the Three Stooges. Para mí sonaba like un estuche de poner lápices.
A stooge would be like somebody like a stupid, like
stooge.
he's acting like a dummy kind of thing. That's what it was.
I was very far from that.
All right. So I will try to get this up on some information on the description of the video. Anything else you want to say before we go?
No, just thank you guys for having me here. It was a lot of fun. It was nice to share with you a little bit of what I love. Theater.
And hopefully we can get you back after this tour, and then we can talk about this one too.
That will be awesome.
John, you're good?
yes,
Sure. Positive.
yes.
100%.
He's heavy.
You need me to move you when?
Huh?
What Sunday? Not this one? The other
next one.
All right. I guess I'll be there.
And anybody who wants to,
Help out too. If you want to, John, you're going to pay the people from overseas
and
get them shipped over. You're going to pay airfare to get them in here?
I will get you a Little Caesar's pizza, a slice
Of Little Caesar pizza?
after the move.
Stuffed crust pizza?
You got to work for it.
Okay.
That's too ritzy.
That's too much? All right.
Too much.
All right, guys. So I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Everything we said is in our opinion, and if you don't agree with it, I got 3 words for you. Thanks for listening.